All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It's another wonderful Monday morning here at Health Plan Markets. Today is August 1st. It's 9:02 a.m. and a fresh month is upon us. So July is over, August has started, and things are looking nice here. So thank you guys for being on the call this morning. And as we always start the call, want to know why we're here other than to make a paycheck, which is always nice, but we can do that anywhere. Our mission is to improve the lives of our community with affordable health care. So thank you for being a part of that mission. And thank you very much for being on this call. So there's no better way to help the community than knowing what you're talking about. So we always have to keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. So with that, we're going to jump into a couple of training sessions and events that are going on this week. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. By the way, if you are calling in, we do have a video link that you can join for next time. Please make sure you reference the gold key, and I'm going to go through that this morning as well. And that will get you the link to the video so you can see our screen as we go on. And then if you do miss one of these calls on a Monday morning, we understand clients come first. We are recording these, and they do live on YouTube, so you can go out and see those to catch up as well. So in case any of your colleagues are like, hey, I missed the call, shoot them over to the YouTube channel, and you should be able to find the video there. It's under weekly advisor meeting. So, all right. So this morning we've got our marketing match webinar that's happening at 10 a.m. So you can jump on that. Aetna's first look is rolling out today at 1 o'clock. So you can be the first to know what's going on with Aetna Medicare for 2023. This is nationwide, so check that out. And then moving on to Tuesday, Tom's doing an HPM shop training. So you can jump on the Ring Central link there. And you can get with Tom if you are looking for some one-on-one coaching and assistance for HPM shop. And that's our all-in-one quote and enroll tool for Medicare Advantage. Remember, guys, this is going to be super important because of the call recording requirements for CMS. I have some updates on that for you this morning, so we'll talk about that. Lots and lots of rollouts happening. And again, the rollout sessions are designed to show you how the plans are going to operate for 2023. They'll show you some new benefits and some key information that you get early. So it's August, but things are rolling out fast and furious. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Care Plus is doing their rollout session on iDrive in Orlando. You also have a Cigna rollout that's happening in the Claremont area. And then you have Devoted, and that's over in St. Petersburg. So check that out if you're looking to learn more about Devoted. VIP Care, this is an open mixer in Davenport. Go meet those doctors. Go meet the doctors and the reps, which are most important because those are your lead sources. Okay, these are guys that are going to be sending leads your way. So go meet them, mix it up, talk with them. Great resources for growing your book of business. Devoted rollout in Ocala. That's on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So check that out if you're in that area. Also, another session in Pinellas at 1 o'clock. So it looks like they're having one at 10 and at 1 o'clock. So check that out. And then WellCare. WellCare is doing a face-to-face first look in the Orlando market. That is on iDrive. So check that out as well. Moving on to Wednesday, Care Plus is doing another rollout session, this time in Ocala. That's at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Also, Cigna's doing a rollout in Ocala. Lots of things going on in Ocala, it looks like. And that's at the Spring Hill Suites at the Marriott there in Ocala at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Care Plus is doing a rollout session for the Space Coast. That's in Melbourne on Rialto Place. So check that out. 11 o'clock on Wednesday. That's for Care Plus. And then Care Plus at 4 o'clock doing the same place. So they're doing one at 11 and another one at 4 o'clock for the Space Coast in Melbourne. Moving on to Thursday, another rollout session for Cigna. This time it's in Apopka at 10 o'clock. And check that out. That's at the Hampton Inn. Also on Thursday, Devoted's doing a rollout session for Pasco County. check that out. That's in Newport Richey. So if you're in that area, Devoted will be out at Widows Fletcher's, it looks like. And then Devoted's doing another coffee and chat session Thursday at 11:30. That's for the Jacksonville market, but all are invited. So lots and lots of rollout opportunities. If I didn't mention a rollout in your session, please check your email, because nationally they are sending them out to you as an agent. So if you're lost or you're not getting those things, please let us know, and we'll do our best to connect you in there. So that's the training for the week. Please make sure that you keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times, so you can stay smart and keep your clients notified. All right, let's jump into the gold key already. Somebody gave me a text this morning and was looking for the link for this meeting. So just want to remind everybody that this is your brain here for all things insurance, Medicare Advantage, and ACA. We're building out ACA as we speak as well. But the gold key is your resource center. So I just want to remind everyone that if you do not have the link to the gold key, I'm going to post it in the chat again. But please reach out to a team member so we can keep that front and center for you, because this is your all-in-one resource center. New things on here I wanted to point out. Yes, we've got the recertification links that are in there. I added Florida Blue. So Florida Blue's now in the recertification link. You can jump in there and get that taken care of. Here's those first look sessions. Some of them are national, so you can check out Aetna's, Bright Health, Cigna, Clover, Florida Blue, Global Health, Humana, and WellCare all have first looks available. And again, that's the sneak peek of the health plans for 2023. So that's the document for it. And then if you go back, we also have the rollout sessions. Rollout sessions are those face-to-face, in-person meetings that talk about those first looks. So we've got rollout sessions, as you can see, with Devoted, Care Plus, Scan, Humana, Freedom, and Simply. So those are the ones that I know about and the team knows about. And we are adding them all here so you guys can jump into the rollout sessions for 2023. Okay, all that lives in that link there, and I'm going through that as well. Some really other couple other things that we've added this week that I've been pretty excited about is contests and bonuses. So you may not be aware, but there's quite a few contests and bonuses that the carriers are rolling, and I want to go through that with you this morning as well, because if you're selling, you should take advantage of these things here. The first one is with Anthem. So we've got 5 contests that are currently live and rolling. So I want to go through that with you. I'm going to go ahead and save this so you can see it. So Anthem, the first one here is they're giving up to $500 just for reading their articles on Anthem. It's ridiculous. So just read one article every week, and you go into their producer toolbox here, and read one article each week until August 6th. And if you do that, you'll be entered in to win $500. 25 brokers will win $200. It's a pretty cool contest. Easy. Jumping over to Cigna. Cigna is giving away 2 sets of Apple AirPods, 2 JBL Cigna branded Bluetooth speakers, 1 Yeti Flex 8 cooler, and 5 Cigna branded Yeti 20-ounce cups. All you got to do is finish your certification before midnight on August 31st. If you've already got it done, you've already been entered. So congrats to those folks that have already entered into the Cigna contest. All you got to do is do your recertification. Easy. Let's talk about Florida Blue. Florida Blue still giving away their $150 gas card. Yes, that is not a typo. $150 gas card for, it looks like, each application that you enroll to reimburse you for gas based on the federal mileage rate of 0.585. And they're giving that based on the commissions, I guess. So you're getting a $150 gas card there, and that is good. It does say until July 31st, but they've extended it to August 31st. So I'm going to update that. And that reimbursement is allowed per CMS, and I put the CMS guidelines here. You do need to submit for that program. So the form is in this link here as well. in the Gold Key, just click that, and it'll pull up this form. And this fun little form, all you got to do is fill in your name, and then that you've attested to driving at least 257 miles in a month to see clients and beneficiaries, and they will reimburse you for your gas. So pretty awesome. Got another contest here. This one's for Humana. If you're doing supplements, Medicare supplements, there is a Q3, quarter 3 bonus happening here. You get a bonus of $300 per issued underwritten app and $100 per issued open enrollment app. So there it is. You can get up to $300. The flyer is here, so you can open that up and check that out as well. And then the last contest is National General. National General is a ancillary policy that we have here at Health Plan Markets. National General is included in your Oscar contract. So if you have Oscar, all you have to do is fill out an addendum to get National General, and you can write all sorts of stuff like hospital indemnity and cool stuff like that. So check that out. The bonus here is with the PDF. So I've got it listed here. If you do 10 or more policies, you get a bonus of $25 per policy, and you can earn $250 or more in bonuses. Okay, not commission. That's just extra cash that they want to give you for writing 10 or more policies in a month. So if you're not contracted with National General, reach out to the team, and we can get that information over to you. Just need to get contracted with Oscar first. So there we go. So exciting stuff on the contest. Wanted to share that with you because it's always fun. Speaking of the Gold Key, if you are having any technical issues, not just on the Gold Key, but anywhere at HPM, please make sure that you reach out to Fernando Leano Jr., who is our tech guru here to help John. I'm putting his email in the chat there. It's F. Leano Jr. That's FLEANO JR@askhpm.com, and he'll be able to help with any tech issues from computers to emails to whatever you need. So, please make sure to reach out to him just in case you have any tech issues. Bouncing over to reporting applications. Now, as a reminder, guys, if you're using HPM Shop, you do not need to report your applications. They are already being submitted into the commission tracker. But here it is. This is the app report. I want to remind folks that if you're doing paper applications, or if you're using the carrier's websites to do applications, please report your applications, okay? Why? Why should I do that, Justin? Why should I take the extra few minutes to report to report applications? Well, first thing is, it's for you. It's your book of business, and this is the best way to stay organized. Right now, we are transitioning into the partnership with Spark, and we're finding that agents' books of business are all over the place. They are not in one singular location, which makes it very difficult for us and makes it very difficult for you to stay in communication with your members. So we help you organize this information by reporting your application. It goes into the CRM system, and it's saved forever and ever. Amen. Okay. In case your computer crashes, in case you lose access to a carrier, in case you don't find your paper applications, all of these situations allow you to have your information at your fingertips. It's yours forever and ever. You can download it, export it, request it. We've got it, and we'll make sure that we protect it for you, okay? It's under lock and key. John's the only other person that has access to ensure that, we're doing that. Number 2 reason is the doctors, your providers, have leads, and they want to know who they should work with. Well, if we don't know that you did a sale, we can't brag about you. We can't tell them, hey, Justin's doing really well for you, Mr. Centerwell. And, might be a good idea for you to send some business to Justin. Okay. We can't have those conversations if apps are not being submitted through HPM Shop or reported. Because at the bottom, it's going to ask you who the doctor is. And that's how we're tracking that information. So make sure you enter who the doctor is, right? On the primary care doctor. Let me tell you that we had a great meeting last week at Andretti's, and when Centerwell was there, one of their main pain points was protecting the client's agent when the client comes in for their appointment. And what they do is they track who the agent is. Now, they don't always get that information from the carrier because all they get is patient information. So if you sign somebody up for, let's just use WellCare as an example, and they go into Centerwell, there's no information about who the agent is on any of the information that WellCare sends on that patient to the provider. So it's your responsibility to communicate that, and we can do it for you. And all you have to do is report your application. So if you're using HPM Shop, just let me remind you, you do not need to report your applications. It's automatically done. But if you do a paper app, or if you are using the carrier enrollment sites, please do yourself a favor, report the apps so we can brag about you and get some leads from the doctors. Okay, it's very, very important that you do so, especially because AEP is launching now, and you need to make sure that all of your book of business is organized. Okay, so please make sure you do so. All right, I am going to shift gears here just for a second. I have gotten some news that Humana in the Florida market will be transitioning into a new PPO plan. They're rolling out a brand new PPO plan, and they will be transitioning members from their old PPO plan into the new PPO plan. And that is an opportunity because anytime that there's a disruption, there's an opportunity. And they will be sunsetting a certain PPO plan. Now, it's not official yet, and I can't say more about it. But what I will say is those of you that reported your applications, those of you that used HPM Shop, don't worry because we'll pull that book of business for you, and we'll also send it to you and say, these are your PPO members that we know about on Humana. Please make sure that you get in contact with them because their PPO plan will be ending and there's a new PPO option at Humana. Okay, so please make sure that you pay attention to that. Also, knowing the opportunity that PPO products are exiting, you might want to figure out which doctors accept that Humana PPO. And you can do that by going to the provider directory and finding which doctors accept that certain PPO, and you guys will see that come out soon. And you want to go talk to those doctors and say, anyone that's on this plan will be disenrolled or moved over into the new plan, and I want to be the guy or gal to do that for you. Okay, so make sure that you're on your toes with the Humana PPO product. All right, let's talk about call recording because this is going to be fun. Okay, so Anthem, which is now called Elevance Health, they changed their name. So Anthem is slowly changing their name to Elevance Health, Elevance, Elevance Health. And Anthem has had some back and forth communications with CMS. And I wanted to show you in the gold key here that we've created a call recording section for all of your questions about the new CMS regulations for Medicare call recording. And you can find it under resources. Just click call recording. And here it is. So this is the call recording guidance that we received from Anthem Elevance. So reading this, I'll let you guys read this on your own, but it basically says that all calls, all beneficiary calls must be recorded. Okay. So yes, we have the enrollment side taken care of. We're going to have that set up with HPM Shop. We have a call today with Shop, with Connecture to implement the call recording, which will start in October. And so that is being worked on today. But all calls need to be recorded, including, hey, I didn't get my ID card. Hey, I need to change my doctor. Hey, I'm having trouble getting a referral. Hey, I need help getting my oxygen tank. All of those are examples of calls that happen usually after the enrollment. So those need to be recorded too. Okay. Now, in the guidance here, I broke it down by questions and CMS responses. So you can read that on your own, but this is official, guys, and they're not backing down from it. So again, you can find that in the gold key under call recording. Okay. Now, I have some solutions that I've found, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I found that there is an app called it's called Free Call Recorder by Rev, R-E-V. I put the link in there for the iPhone, and I put the link in there for Android users as well. There's also some videos that I found with some additional alternative options to call recording from your phone. So you can watch those videos that I found there. Or if you want to invest in your business, you might want to consider a third-party solution as well. And that would be either, these are 3 examples here. There's plenty out there. Ring Central is the one that we use internally at Health Plan Markets. They do have an individual account. You might want to check that out. Zoom has an option for call recordings. Check out Zoom, or Microsoft Teams has call recording capabilities. So if you are interested, those are some solutions that we currently have found. So, you can go in there, check those out, figure out which one is best for you and your situation and your clients. So that's what's happening with the call recordings. Okay. Now, what happens if a member does not want to be recorded? Because this is America. So if your member says, I am not being recorded, you cannot record this call, they have rights. And so they have the right to decline to be recorded. Okay. Now, if they decline to be recorded, then that is okay. You do not record them, but you must document that they declined to be recorded. You must document that they have declined to be recorded. Now, how do we do that? Now, remember, guys, we have a new toy with Spark's platform. And so with Spark, you have the ability to keep notes in your CRM system. Okay, so all you have to do is type in under Mrs. Jones' account, hey, Mrs. Jones did not decline to be recorded. Okay, and that goes for any phone call interaction, from the enrollment interaction to the follow-up interaction to the, hey, the doctor said I was silly interaction. Okay, so you just let them know, hey, CMS requires me to record our calls now. Do you consent to be recorded? And if they say yes, go ahead and hit that record button on your phone or whatever you're using. If they say no, say no problem. I'll go ahead and notate that, and you can continue with your conversation. Now, Tim is asking, are face-to-face enrollments required to be recorded? The answer is no. At this point, face-to-face recordings do not need to be recorded. Okay. So if you're doing face-to-face meetings in AEP, which I don't think is the smartest strategy, we'll talk about that later. But if you're seeing people face-to-face during AEP, those interactions do not have to be recorded because you're face-to-face, and that would be very awkward. So CMS allows that. Now, the whole thing came about because the call centers have been lying to people and really hurting people with their enrollment choices. Okay. Unfortunately, that spills into the broker world because many of you are hybrid agents and are doing enrollments remotely. And hey, it's 2022. I believe in it. I think that that's what people want as well. As far as the remote capabilities. So there it is. But that's the guidelines, and we have to follow them. So we just have to keep on top of that. So when we have more information, we'll spill it out here, and we'll make sure that we keep you up to date. Tina's asking, how long are these to be kept? I can see storage space is an issue. Absolutely. That is a huge issue. And Tina, thank you for bringing that up. At this point, calls must be saved for 10 years. At this point, the guidance says that the calls have to be saved for 10 years. So that means that you're going to have to figure out how are you going to store these phone calls. So that's why I leaned into those other solutions at Ring Central or whatnot, because you can download those calls and save them in your Google Drive or your OneDrive with Microsoft or whatever you're using for storage space. But again, you got to purchase that, right? And then it's your responsibility to keep them, so you might want to back that up on a hard drive as well. I know this is not fun. This is a crazy time, but these are the rules, right? So, we'll talk more on that. I do see myself doing a specialized webinar on going through all of the details on the call recording, probably later this month as we get ready and geared up for AEP. And I'm continuing to look for solutions on this. So if you have questions, please ask, because we do want to make sure that we keep you safe as well. So great question, Tina. Thank you for asking that. Absolutely, we do need to consider storage of these recording calls. Now, as a reminder, HPM Shop is going to have that call recording capability inside the enrollment software system. So if you're not using Shop right now, get with a team member so we can get you trained and up and running. Tom's doing a face-to-face tomorrow, so you can jump on that. But the call recordings will be saved there. We'll be responsible for those with the partnership that we have with Connecture. So you don't have to worry about the enrollment recording because that's all taken care of there. Okay. Lots to cover here this morning. So that's a really big one. And by the way, I wanted to share with you a stat that we received from Connecture that their servers were up 98.9% of the time in the last 6 months. So really impressive stat when it comes to a website and uptime when it comes to servers, because servers go down for maintenance. Servers do lots of crazy things sometimes, and Connecture is touting one of the best uptime for servers across the internet. So I have faith in them. I really do see that this is a great solution for a lot of you on that as well. And then just one quick note as well that we will be changing the name from HPM Shop to Medicare Shop. We're going with a more generic approach. Just makes a lot more sense for the client and for you. So we call it Medicare Shop. When you're in Medicare, you're going to go shopping on Medicare Shop. So just a cleaner, easier approach versus HPM Shop, because then people are like, what's HPM? What does that mean? So we realize that that's an opportunity for us to improve. So for 2023, HPM Shop will now become Medicare Shop. And we'll talk more about that as we go on. Linda says, I've noticed that in Shop, we are able to send the beneficiary a link to choose a plan. Will a scope of appointment be needed? Now, if you're just sending out your link, your personal URL, your personal website, and that can be found under the, let me go ahead and find that really quick. That could be found under your account overview. So when you log in, you go to your overview account, and I'm showing everybody online here. So log in here, and to get to your personal URL, you'll go under your name and you'll click it down. You'll see account overview, and then you'll see the shopping link. Now this shopping link is a personalized shopping link and it has your information on it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like here. And so this is without assistance. You're just sending your link out and they're going shopping on their own. Okay. You do not need a scope of appointment if you're just sending them your personal URL. Okay. Now, you do need you do need to have a scope of appointment in any other interaction. Okay, unless you're doing a seminar, and it's filed. So if you're sending out a link because you spoke to them and they said, "Hey, send me some information about Medicare plans," and you picked out a bunch of plans for them, before you even had that conversation, you should have had a scope of appointment. So please make sure that you get that scope of appointment before you send out links to plans that you discussed with them. Okay, just make sure that you do that scope of appointment prior. If somebody's calling you and talking to you on the phone about anything having to do with Medicare, I would already start to get in the habit. Now the call requirement starts October 1, but you might want to start working on this now. And then also, it's just good practice to say, hey, CMS requires me that I have your permission to talk about Medicare plans. I'm going to go ahead and text you my scope of appointment. And that just gives me permission to go through benefits with you in case that question comes up. Because it will come up. They'll ask you a question. What do I got to pay for this? Is a gym membership included? Do I need referrals? All of those questions you cannot answer until you have a scope of appointment. Okay? So please make sure you cover your behind, CYB. There you go. Hopefully that helps out, Linda. Great question. And it's always a good reminder for our veterans out there. I know we get really in the weeds and we run. And sometimes we kind of get out of the groove. So just make sure you get back in that groove by making sure that you say to the member, hey, before we get all excited about plans, I do need your permission to talk about Medicare options with you. I'm going to go ahead and send you a scope of appointment. And this is my permission slip to talk to you about your options. Okay, need that first before we go any further. And you can do it while you're on the phone with them because you can text it from HPM Shop. And you can email it there as well. And you can stay on the phone with them. You say, hey, did you get it? Got it? Cool. Let's go ahead. And it'll notify you right on the dashboard, right? So really neat system. Really happy that we have it. Very excited to use it. So there it is. So we're at our time limit. The one other option I wanted to remind folks is that with Florida Blue, you also have Florida healthcare plans. So that is a secondary product of Florida Blue. So once you contract with Florida Blue, you also get Florida healthcare plans, pretty strong in the Brevard market and Volusia market. You'll see a lot more of that there. But you do have that product in your portfolio as well. So if you see Florida healthcare plans, you're like, hey, I'm not contracted with them. If you have Florida Blue's contract already, you have it. It's already included. Who would want a Florida healthcare plan versus a Florida Blue plan? Florida healthcare plans are built as an all-in-one with all the doctors in all in one place. So they have a limited network, but when you go there, you got everything in one place. So if you're looking for a member that's really like, hey, I'm sick and tired of driving all over town to get all my stuff done, I just want to go to one place, and Florida healthcare plans are in their market, then this is a really great tool for them to use as well. Okay. Another update is HealthFirst and Advent Health are merging the name of their Medicare Advantage plan and their individual and family plans. All of it will now be called HealthFirst. Okay. So no more Advent Health. That's going away on the product side. Advent Health, the hospital system and the doctor system will remain Advent Health. But the insurance portion of it, they're just taking their name out of the insurance side and letting HealthFirst brand itself as the insurance portion of it. Okay, just wanted to clarify that. There's some other updates that are coming for HealthFirst, but we'll talk about that on the next call. Marissa's asking, are we able to put our link on a QR code to put it on our business cards and stuff? Absolutely, Marissa. Let me show you how to do that really quick if you're watching. You can take your link here. So this is my link, and there's a little arrow and it says share this page. If you click that, it says create QR code. And if you click create QR code, there it is. It's so easy to make a QR code these days. And then you can click download as well, or you can copy the link, which is right there as well. It's got a little dinosaur in there. It's pretty cool. I don't know how they do that, but that's how you make a QR code. Pretty simple, not too bad. All right, so let's take a look. Where is HealthFirst available? Great question, Joe. HealthFirst is mostly on the Central Florida side and on the Space Coast. So I don't have the locations up here. Let me see. For HealthFirst, you can Google it, and they should have the locations available. I do not think it's in the West Market, so they stop at about Polk County. Polk Highlands, Hardy County, they're down in there in that area as well. They are not in Orange yet. They're in Seminole, Volusia, Flagler, and Brevard, Indian River for some of their products. So they're a little sporadic, but you can find them as well. Also, don't want to confuse you. There's a HealthFirst of New York, and then you have HealthFirst here in Florida. So there's two HealthFirsts in the world. The one with the leaf is the New York version. The one with the blue here is the Florida version, HealthFirst Florida Blue. Blue being, that's where it's at. So that makes it awesome. Okay. And Stan, I'll get back to you. Thank you for that. All right, guys, that's top of the call here. I really want to thank everybody for taking the time this morning to be on this call. Just as a reminder, we are recording these, so you can always link back on our YouTube channel, and you have this available anytime that you need it. Until next time, I hope everyone has a fantastic week and a fantastic Monday. And don't forget that yesterday was the end of the month, so turn in your applications this morning, get those submitted. If you did do any paper applications, hopefully you didn't, because we're in 2022. Let's be futuristic, guys. Really appreciate it. All right, guys, take care and have a fantastic